Frank Lampard, I don't know, maybe he'll go and score 5 goals in every game that he has remaining, and then his legacy will be in a much stronger position. But if it doesn't, if it stays like this, if they continue to struggle, do you think any other club in the top flight would go for Frank Lampard? Given, okay, last 19, he's had 1 win and 2 draws.
Yeah.
Rest have been losses as a manager.
Look, I think the top flight might be a bit a stretch too far. You know, Frank Lampard might have to take a job in the Championship and build up from there, because in the top flight, that record isn't good. And I know sometimes there's a merry-go-round, managers get an opportunity. I never saw Frank Lampard getting the Chelsea job. Honestly, I didn't.
You mean the first time round?
No, this time.
This time,
This
okay.
time, you know, I didn't see him getting the job. So obviously somebody in the club has said, you know, let Frank have it. He's got it, and it's gone pear-shaped.
Apparently it was James Cornan who gave advice, the TV host.
I don't know whether that's true or not. I have no idea. But the ownership has given it to Frank Lampard. So, you know, he's in a very precarious position now, because his managerial situation is being challenged. It's going to be challenged now, questioned all the time. Can he do it at a top flight? Can he do it at a club? Look at the quality of players Chelsea have. And, you know, Chelsea are awful at the moment.
Well, I mean, there's big talk of, I don't know if the deal's done yet, with Pochettino going there. I would argue, and if we can keep some synergy to the Etihad here, that there's a guy called Vincent Kompany who has proved that he has managerial qualities, obviously with what he's done with Burnley, and somewhere like that, or Tottenham's another opportunity.
He's been linked to Tottenham.
Yeah, I mean, I would, you know, I'd look at Chelsea. If they don't get Pochettino, then someone like Vincent Kompany has to be a logical solution. I mean, the thing is, Frank's gone in there. He loves the guy. I don't think his reputation will be damaged.
No?
No. On the basis that Graham Potter was there. Graham Potter came in with all the accolades that you would expect of an up-and-coming English manager. Perceived to not being able to do it. I think a lot of the blame then will be looking at players rather than management, or if you say ownership, of course, depending on decision-making there. If things aren't right, I mean, there's an old saying in business that the fish rots from the head. You know, if it's not right upstairs, then you have problems downstairs, and that seems to be what's happening.
They spent, what, over 650 million of the last 2 transfer windows. It is an extraordinary amount of cash. They've given long-term contracts, astonishing contracts to players they're going to be saddled with if they don't perform. And I'm just thinking, would Pochettino want that? Do you reckon he wants to come back into England? By all accounts, it's been positive, yes. But if it wasn't for Thomas Tuchel, this team would be in a relegation dogfight right now. That's what Pochettino's coming into.
Yeah, very true. Look, I think Pochettino, he could take that project and make it work. He's very good with young players. He'll get a system, and they will graft, they'll work. But the issue is there are a lot of players on big contracts. So there's going to have to be some moving and shaking behind the scenes from the people upstairs to balance books, and to, you know, Pochettino might not want some of those players. He might want other players. So there's going to have to be some goings and comings, and a balancing of the playing staff at Chelsea. I think that's the one. You know, Mason Mount, he's not signed a contract. You know, player who's got a Champions League winners medal at Chelsea, and his contract's not signed. So they need to get Pochettino the job done very quickly in order to settle themselves down.
It's going to be an interesting summer at Stamford Bridge, at Cobham, to say the least.